Welcome back to the cereal aisle. I'm Paul, and I'm back with another Transformers review, and this time I have Transformers Generations Deluxe class Windblade. That was a lot to remember. So I've had her for a few days now, and messing around with her a bunch, and I like her. General overall consensus, I like her a lot. She does have some really high points, but a couple of little nagging issues that may just be an issue with me, but these nagging issues are enough to keep her from being one of my absolute favorite Generations figures, but she's definitely up there, and I think her uniqueness definitely warrants a place in someone's collection, or at least my collection anyway. And I don't regret anything about her. So this is how she comes. She comes just like this. She has a one accessory, which is this sword right here. Let's get to focus. Almost there. You got it. There you go. And I'll actually come back to this sword a little bit later when we get to her robot mode. But let's take a look at her vehicle mode, which is this jet here. It's red and black. So you've got these like exhaust jet things that are red and black here. These gray pieces on these like little Harrier things, which do move. And then a gray nose piece, and then a little bit of yellow cockpit, which is really cool. I had trouble with that word. And this is her underbelly. You can see there's a robot underneath there, but it's not really egregious. It's not bad. I think they actually hide those robot bits pretty well. If you notice, she has actually some landing gear here, and if I can get it out, some landing gear here as well. And I pulled the nose cone off. Let's get that back on. No? Yes? No? Am I getting it back on? Maybe not. There we go. And landing gear. So she can sit like that, which is not bad. This mode. Oh, one other thing. I'm sorry. These can actually move. These like Harrier things. They can actually spin. You can spin them all the way around. This mode right here is one of the things that I was talking about as far as nitpicking. One of the things that there are things about this that bug me. First off, it's a jet plane thing, and I'll fully admit to not being an aviation nut or an expert, but I don't think this actually represents a real jet, which is fine. Transformers definitely don't have to look like real things, but it's kind of a weird amalgamation of like, I think old pieces and new pieces, and I can't put my finger on it. Like, I don't know what about it makes it look so strange. Maybe the long nose cone here with like these weird jet things that seem more modern with these maybe older looking Harrier jet things. I'm not sure. I could just be talking out my butt right now. Like I said, not an aviation nut, but this mode, it's fine. It's totally serviceable as a jet, and it's pretty cool looking. It's not bad, but it's not my favorite. It's just like slightly above average. Oh, my biggest nitpick with this mode though is this thing right here. So in general, one of the things I really dislike about in Transformers are big gaps that just are there for no reason, and this is a good example of an offender of this. There's this gap like right in the middle of this plane. I get it, it's functional reasons. I do understand. I sympathize, and maybe they couldn't have done anything to hide it. It is what it is, but it bothers me. I can't tell you why. I wish it didn't, but it does bother me. So that's it. This is if I was deducting points, as it were, this is the mode that I would deduct points on. But she's about to get a whole bunch of those back in her robot mode, which is absolutely fantastic. But yep, this is her vehicle mode, and I'm going to transform her and get her into robot mode. We can take a look at that. So I'll be back in just a sec. All right, this is Windblade in robot mode. And this robot mode is just fantastic. This is one of the best robot modes, in my opinion, that's come out in a long time. It does, where the vehicle mode had a bunch of things like kind of cardinal sins, if you'd call them, for me for Transformers. This robot mode has none of them. It has all of the things I want to see in a robot mode. Let me actually fix her shoulders a little bit here. These things come up. So, let's set her down. Get her there. So first I want to start to say that like it's cool that we're getting a lot more female Transformers. I mean, it's a little weird to she fell down. It's a little weird to start with that these robots are gendered because they're robots, but the rest of the Transformers clearly identify as male. So yeah, it's cool to get some females. I'm like really excited about that. And they didn't just, she embodies it. She definitely has, like, when you think of the female form, you think of sleek, you think of curvy, you think of like kind of these long limbs, and she has all of these features. And she's not bulky at all. Like, and I think some of the issues that I had with the robot mode the vehicle mode are in service of that. Like, she's got these really great long legs. She's got these long arms. There's not a lot of like vehicle kibble everywhere. You just have the wings, which are cool. They're awesome accents. They let you know that, hey, I'm also a jet. And the nose cone, you know, they just have it here, but it's tucked away really nicely. She's got these cool little like heels, basically, that the thrusters and rear of the plane make. She got a nice, cool little Autobot logo there. And here, I think the color is really pop. So you get the focus here. Come on, there you go. The color really looks great. You can see that there's not just red and black in here. There's blue. There's gold. She's got these blue eyes. She has this gold thing in the back of her head, which is just like really, really awesome. She definitely has this Asian, Japanese inspired face. And I think her origins are that she was like a fan voted character, fan design. I could be getting that wrong. And she looks awesome. As you can see here, she does have some standing issues. You can like fiddle with her and get those worked out. I'm having trouble right now. She's not the worst stander, but she's also not the best. So that's kind of bothersome a little bit. But I'll bring out here, I got her up there. I'll bring out her weapon, which is this sword, and it's actually a sword in a sheath, so I'm gonna pull it out there. She got this cool purple energy sword. Super awesome, and it fits, you know, nicely in her hand. And, I'll get this in here. So you got her sword in her hand, looks really cool. And on top of that, there's actually a little tab here, and it actually tabs on both sides, and it tabs into a spot in her leg. So like the sword can, like, you know, be attached like very, like I said, Japanese, Asian inspired samurai, attached to her leg there. And it looks awesome. Looks really, really cool. This mode is just fantastic. Super cool. You can get her into some cool poses, get her, you know, double holding the sword here. And it just really shines. I think this figure has a lot of personality. The head sculpt is really nice. The way they introduce the robot parts into her, the vehicle parts into her robot bits look really awesome. You do have to fiddle with her, but you can get her into some poses. A lot of the issues have to do with her feet, the way her heels are. You can kind of extend this bit out a little bit, and it gives her more of a base like that. There is one other feature where this thing in the back of her head here, it actually comes out. Let's see if I can get out here. And it's like a fan that she can hold. I don't know why you would do that, because it makes her look not as impressive there, and it's just a really weird gold fan. So whatever, I'm going to put that back in, because that's awesome. So let's put this head thing back in there. Let me get back in. Okay, so it's in there. She looks way cooler with it. Try to see if I can get her standing again. All right, I get a stander. Oh, let me move her back a little bit, because I'm going to do a size comparison with him. Oh, knocked her over. I'm so clumsy today. Size comparison with Transformers Generation Thundercracker. And you can see how tall she is. Her head is a little bit taller than his. But right here, you can clearly see the difference. Like, Thundercracker is like very blocky looking, and she's kind of sleek. Her robot mode has these curves to it. She's got curves in her thighs, obviously her chest. She's got these like slender arms, and doesn't look as robotic as, not that Transformers shouldn't look robotic, but it's really cool to see a figure like her. I'm gonna move him away. That is a functional, like her jet mode, it looks fine, it's totally serviceable, and they're able to get this really cool robot mode out of it, which is just super, super impressive. And this right here, I think, is the mode that will probably sell people that are into Transformers. This is what they're really going to gravitate towards, and I don't blame them. So, kind of final verdict. overall, her transformation, I didn't show it because I didn't want you to watch me fiddle with it. It's okay. It's nothing to it's pretty simple. It's nothing to write home about. It's okay. It's not the most satisfying thing, but it's not bothersome or annoying. Her robot mode, her vehicle mode, it's okay. If I had to give it, it's like a 6 out of 10 using the whole scale. But her her robot mode, I'm getting it all mixed up here. Her robot mode is easily 8 out of 10. The biggest issues being like you do have to fiddle with her feet a little bit to get her standing, but beyond that, she just looks fantastic. Easily 8 out of 10. Overall, the figure, because of the vehicle mode being just kind of meh for me and the transformation being just okay, she is probably, I'd say she's probably like a 7.5 out of 10 using the whole score. So yeah, I'm kind of moving some of the joints here. You can see she's got joint movement here, arms, and then a little bit of hip too. But yeah, there's Generations Windblade. Focus, camera, focus, or not. I can get that face again if I can get it to focus. There it is. There's Windblade. Yeah, 7.5 out of 10. I think that's pretty good. Like I said, if you are someone that likes to have your figure, you're not gonna transform them. You're just gonna put them in robot mode. Get her. She's awesome. Her robot mode is fantastic. One of the best in a while, and unique. Like, she'll stand out. She'll really pop. Even though she's just a deluxe, she'll pop on your shelf. So that's all until next time. Yeah, later.